What do you think of the conference so far?
Okay, I think it was very interesting. That the women really spoke about how narratives can really, how we can relate to them just by listening to them. And they wrote the narratives and poetry by really thinking about how it's related to them, and in that way it actually helped to transform others' lives. And a lot of the women stated that whenever they write, they don't really think about changing someone else's life, but it actually happens in the end, and that's, I think, it's a really great accomplishment.
How are you enjoying the conference so far?
It's been a little dizzying, but great.
Is this your first conference? The first National Black Writers Conference?
No, actually, I wasn't involved in the last one in 2006, but I was around for it.
So what was your participation in this one?
Well, I read on the poetry panel this morning, across the street in the other building, and and I also organized the Pen American Center ran a series of workshops yesterday for high school students, and so I helped them put that together, and that seemed to go very successfully.
So the energy around the whole event is?
Well, I feign to say revolutionary, but it's certainly inspiring and reinvigorating, I'd say. You know, because we tend to, over the course of the year, you tend to get sort of bogged down and look at caught up in the little things, and then you're reminded at an event like this that there's such a huge community and we're all interested in very similar things and we're all working toward. So it's good to be reminded of the bigger picture, as well as the things we care about, the individual students, the one student at a time, and placing it into context.
Them brown stones only be built for them brown girls. Them brown stones only be built for them brown girls.
You were only waiting for your moment to arrive.
The foundation of the tenements are fitted to our ligaments. 36, 29, 34. From the rooftops of the buildings to the floor. The elevator ain't been working for years, so dudes could never see us get low. Only steady climbing life, and there ain't never been no crystal stairs. Prince Charming found my homegirl Spinderella's glass Adidas, and the whole hood heard the screams from with them same kicks. He beat her. So yeah, these blocks are forever ours. This is our childhood. The stake in our claim is infinite. This is why we named them Section 8s. Them brown stones only be built for them brown girls.
So they cocked their first pair of Spizikes and added them to the trees. It kicks like them Jordans hanging from them street lights for baby boys who got their lights knocked out too early. Corner store hymnals and they sound like black boys singing in the dead of night. No, they sound like fish fries. Backbones of porgies and gutters and Niles. How the water that used to flow was fresh. Used to taste Langston and we danced barefoot as it poured from hydrants.
And we got the coldest winters ever, mad brick. Lonely, chilly nights, no heat or steam. The supermen never fix the radiators, only when the pipe. So-called Mr. Fix-It screwing with our minds, result in us changing the locks and the keys to our hearts every time.
We wasn't no De La Vega, but we was De La Pain. The epics of chalk on concrete.
Them brown stones only be built for them brown boys.
Them brown stones only be built for them brown girls.
Them brown stones only be built for them brown girls.
There's this lady who stands like a boulder on 145th Street. I know they call her Sugar Hill, but wasn't nothing about her sweet. She's like Tabasco. The sauce from Kingston asks, do you want your chicken to jerk or do you want your chicken to spaz? She is crusty, like the batter that covers the crab man's hands dirty. Like the specks you find in your muscles that make you dream of the sea you could never have. You have the Hudson. And this woman is like a tree.
We be stacked like the layers of project buildings. We have so many different levels. If the eyes are the windows to the soul, then we each have hundreds. Telling our children stories in Ebonics, we wrap them in our rhymes and protect them from behind our child bars.
That is the nature of the children of this nation.
Your skyscrapers can never sever our imagination.
Like declaration of love, my Jordans are cemented and my fingers to this water gun.
Still, we are babies having babies, hoping to blossom into roses growing out of concrete before we be pushing up daisies. Until then, we are burning down the rainforest. Trees smoke so heavily, green gases expel into clouds hovering over us, stuck in the rut, burning.
No, all they ever wanted to do was flood you. My bloodlines were redlined to these hills and black and brown babies stand behind them still. In the palms of earthquakes, boy soldiers ready to shake your foundation and it will rain.
Wet like the fireplaces of vaginal cages burning the wood. Burn like the perm that's been left too long.
Remember, she is like Tabasco. You wonder why her tongue is so spicy, why she's so quick to cuss you out. She is thirsty.
So why she got these ashes on her tongue, licking like the flames on the dusty window panes of the burnt down lots on the block where we used to hopscotch and double dutch like
Black boys singing in the dead of night. Pack your soul, soul, learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for your moment to arrive.
them brown stones only be built for them brown
Only be built
girls.
from them black boys.
Only be built for them black
Only be built
girls.
from them brown boys.
They built them brown stones from their black bones.